you know.
I see. I see. Mama found chassis. Bibi kakra obeka edika.
Mama nin kan fa ncha so nkoma mahwefo so ne when I would see more Oman
just so adwene but because say I feel no the junior and into better konwa mu answer. These are two strong lawyers and what I say you can't compete with them and ask them so bow but cross so bow. What going to about why
omo ye orient omo Ghana School of Law they catch omo say is obodo mu ti abese you in the bow in there and it is part and parcel of the everyday life.
Young kid my children so adwene
we share yenchi for na yemfa na ases nkoma omo so omo course no omo je bre na omo tie oman FM na omo hwe na 2 TV and enchichire mu bia e free kasafidie so ba because the free kasafidie so ba bia ye crogen I more research I won't see more who say emupi na wunya sa information so free baby a and nipa bebre kondo say omodi o mekasa fidie no eto na 2 ene Oman FM so we biti nsemu no a enko ni bi na match out mo akwa aba eja okwa wonkra obanso so aye ntionka
obanso aye hu
say mo no sa na mo de nema ne ba sa na mafa boat free airport abesin kofi na mo de nema ko shemo pa say CC ansa na mo hu se mo ba
pesa bebe misunya o but on a serious note na say ya na me ni ha na me hu say me hu social media me ba so me didi hu nkomo kakra ye be ba nsem e wo ho no so ade ba ko ye problem organ ha pa unemployment youth unemployment me hu say time on mo ye campaign or Ken can say onya kwenya o anya kwenya o be pese o be ye bibi kakra o Volta region me hu no social media say wa hyasie ya wa koje asase kese pa o pese o ye bibi o ho na ade ba kwa mesua wo no ho na me da ho nyankopon ase de se nka obi e hu no ne passion na wa follow ne passion enka ye men ye be sesa it seems say obi adwuma memma bunu no akoya ade am se jamo ya na koma to ne yem Volta region ba ne sen honye ba bia enka obi we kan say ukwa ye project ya o de be ko but o hwe ba bia opportunity no wo ene ba bia ene da so no betumi free aba o de nani a kire ho enti unemployment e cost we na ban yi nkrofo adi ehia se yenya individuals a omo wo sa etima no na omo nso timi boa emanwuma no eba mema buru no bi so enya bi ye se nipa mienu miensa a omo ya amanyofo ya sika kakra wo omo nsem yes de ono wo ye yankam gisi ye men nka besesa mesre omanfo eti se obompa ya no mo bi ata na chi wono se Volta region de adwuma no bre omo no mo mfa nkoya amanyosem so ho ye tikrom ha na Ghana card a say yi Ghana card me nkoye because MPP for na de eba we ni say nkoye me nkoye because MPP for na de ba be na panyin no no kan wa fa chire no aye ne de enti we enya MPP asem na enya DC asem ye Ghana mabu no abenya adwuma ya asem se wo mpa ebo bia na so abo atachire se be ya brepam no se ba se adwuma no bia na so anya bia ade ba ko mo bia adwuma wo krom ha e ka ho asem pa me nua eye akwadwura ye de ko anwumam
sure
ene krono a ye de ko anwumam ene ani ti a ye de ko anwumam nipa no bi adwuma no na eye no se ade a me ba be ya ye bibia wo ho enti aman a omo training omo nkrofo ni ye ti se India no ne ade ne wo be fa be bia no omo afa wo be hu ano na expatriate ni akofa no aba oba be tu adwuma na no esa emwa emse no ne asem a meka ede adika obi adwuma ede aboa magana ni bia nya bia obi anso nyankopon insha ma me fa hwase yenko yani
yeah sure de wakan yi no ye be boy yura Kennedy o hene Japan abaso nipa bia no se wo identify with talent ene de nyame de dua wo mu se fa sesa adasa shebre a so otu ho na mo na otu ni ye papa no eni so ade hunu ene ne do a odo se obi enwuma no em se ewura Ghana fa na bebia na eno no emma ne ye entrepreneur par excellence ohwe ne titiriu bi ne titirifo na se ne tipemfo bi ti se yewura se kwa me despite yewura Magdan nom ene ankwankra bi o kan ho no yewura Ibrahim Mahama nom ene ade a omode si omoni so se ometintim fidi djuma ama Ghana mabunu ni mrantie anya bi aye na Ghana sika ede kokra ne mefiri amanone ene the human resource potential e Ghana hanso so no yetimi utilize to the benefit of the state na boa mo mine so yetimi ade ho na as if I say about abaso, notwithstanding the aspect of their political and other aspect of their lives, the innate potential na ewo as entrepreneurs are or more driving growth and they are driving change in that regard. I was here fuck when you are saying now so about saying Yankopon empire boss or more Monkwania Hoden. Then you saw the media dia or mono. Can't Bible now. Was go and make disciples of all nations. Munkwam and Amain and Ankoya Messiah for. And the Great Commission, be free say, why identify an idiot? And we as of the end, no. Obidia nyom to o kai efiso ngoma na o say onyame adomache de ne doso iguma hodo ebidia nyom to ebidia asempaka ebiye ye nkomhye ebidia ye diye obia ne dia o de ye de bua se nyame adwuma no ebekoso nti ono na adwuma ne se otintim nyuma bie nyuma e ma ankwanko ni da so nso nya biye na nso nya bibi de to aduane ma won wa abusua won ho ene Ghana ekona animu a na wo se ehira saa nipa no na ye dom ne boa wo mo na yen amamre ne amane ensem bi a Ghana hade bi ameka me so oman aye odwato ahene no saa oman ne na se bi no kreka no so wo achi saa ne ma ne nyina affect the fabric of our national life a ama no kredie bebre eni mu because obi aye bone ase atwe na so na serve as deterrent to others no ne enya obi a ono de ne dwumedi an so on de do kodwato a opachew ne ye jai nipa no na obi fry ne yakopachew no jai ntino e man no kreka ne side de nkoso like you rightly said we this time we call most of the private companies and other things now red Indians no e manage the managerial roles even in Accra me wadan phobia o scapa o hotel e wo osu oso street ni so and Indian manage hotel man and the amount of money we try in a month is unbelievable. What the magane ni toiletries say oho obetwa kofi akoton obekọ bed sheets ni ade oho obekọ akohu o we say ya restaurant aduane ne nanfofo ne mpanafo ne omba bebi akọ ene nia ebre na fe no hu say cost burden no edoso but these people they are trained to be honest, they are trained to be loyal, they are trained to be trustworthy. It what the word they are saying sir usro and you see omo a who's a red band based on their religious beliefs, they are trained how they are their member. And and yen the uncle of mana over lie by the end so there or who taxi driver man taxi on tree no quasi or messages no Ubeko Teria Benquas, Mikaisa, a King's International School airport about Kumasi na Benku Ben. Ewo, your school in Chabunch, and Teria Benku. One taxi drivers nature class. Ubeko, we are saying, no, must you keep changing. All of us have watched that number. Mikaisa, Bray, you saw your class 6. Cow in the beginning, cow, Teria Benquasi because na car run about not to Toben Kunibi. Na number in a driver, and order 9 drivers in you running on an Ijanachi. Say what phone and I catch and say, can I say? I hear you, Mamma, about 11:30 to I or the notice a man say, can I say? Into the sales and that day sales in the MCO. And Robert Gibbon Kuno were cheap or check a drapy, a movers a brabo, any idea enough from our P and inquire Numamano. But you be Gibbon Kuno, while Bonnie Queen round the Wajagun and Nama Washi Gusuno. That day sales no crown and Sabin Kuno rate no, the value no, a boo says no by so. It is a perception mindset no ni patrimoine e be de na de shine nsa obeye nie amanfa so abaso na car na wantimi ateneka wato bi foforo so no bi so nya bi aye na transport business and nipa ni mu atre na nipa na chat team na de bia na kwa foreign participation foreigners ba no ma ba ye adwuma no ma gimfa so no me de krom na Ghana entrepreneurs no de bia ye adwuma na ye boka ubi pharmaceutical shop e de ma obi so ntena no a enura boarding no prescription drugs and boarding no no mo twisho mo boto mu na ekọ cameras bo hokran so na kofu e de ade ekọ amanfo ye payment no a high currency na room 200 notes 100 notes no e to mo paper no mo pocket no mo yase baby e ne be bredu se ye no kredi e ne ma no e wo fom nti e man entrepreneurs no e bre e mo mutimi ntua kaye se de wo se o mutimi tua won workers ne ka because return on investment no ense da emba they be hormone they are running on losses near there and nti obekona employees come and you may ra that car papem and so ndia ye kaye and say na money nyina na baking mammering and those kind of things no it's your attitude ni su ni e ban say na money nyina so it we should also support them by changing or re-engineering our mentalities na ebeboa amaso obi wo doso de nisika be chef di dwuma mu a what you want to fi dwuma tintin bebre ni suro omo me do musika kwakwan so kra ne ma be omo be tire de dwuma na produce wa
that's fine what them wa nipa no be di
menu ya na me kan ye o obi restaurant here omo mpanafo omo busuafo ho no bi abefa lunch supper ete say amanfo say amanfo ye ma me no kom kwa yi ase a obi timi je aduane age nam nyina hye ne bag so this mindset we treat man now or manage restaurant Ora, I didn't ever so.
Anyway, young can other issues are all no, me man come back with me.
No, the issues are all no me back Office of Special Prosecutor. Okay. Yeah, Eggle Kofane by, office in Daboyaka. And for the first time in the history of this country, many Yura, I see doing Ketia, the national chairman of the NDC, Agyapong, says our office in the scrap it. I state without any shade of equivocation. Say Office of Special Prosecutor, no. Aban Betia, Nemrasi Bitia, or Monfa, friends, enactment in Parliament, don't repeal this act, and NASA, institution, you go for so. And for so the intention was clear. But Akoban said, or mine air Bokakwa. The special prosecutor himself, resources be here beyond when ya, or pursue bulletproof vehicles, ya Bokako Tamano. Bibio Pebia, they are setting up office Amano. And the Marquette to say, ye the office no undertake personal vendetta, any near money a day. Due process, juma. And office budget, ye the massa office no. Prof, Obe catch there and say, may account in chair mining whom for swa office no media or my Ghana. Since 2017 or 2018, I established our office no. So in terms of recoveries, and you are being in terms of corruption and corruption related offenses no. Prosecution is saying, and what to me, I successful. In terms of surcharging, no, Sikasa no material recover for the state. Near budgetary allocation, the Massa office.
So, did say be a near maybe one more and come to me? I omonye.
Omonye, first one to see because what's now be
a corruption be any baby and teaching.
I'm on your fire campaign, baby Omkai. Baby Omkai. Free President Kufuor, Fourth Republic. Campaign Ben now until say abemu aban ho no money call for riska.
Na said obi ka de obi na de na no.
I don't see SO investigation now the paper on the beto aduane hu say I don't think you try can you try budget amount. You see it is very difficult and it is very sad. So better now na verify o na your impugning motive against you. Abra yen subject you to the full rigors of the law say investigation. Na if am ko gina court na e ko sign on say the be odi hu be sign. Na de bia no bi man na so better TV ne radio so a e na mo bokro no e na mo wia yen e ma yen political dispensation, you know, Timemufo enya gidie mapa. Ewa manyosema ye o man nimu no. Obamufa. Enuti ye say adwumaku abesi ho no mo a, wo adwuma no so hwehwia. Na wo investigation. Na wo bokọ adu na o man no. Sempo edipa ni sign ho a no so ehun san ye call next one. But we dey de bia sabadwe be press conference ke sie mfa so bia amaso. But ade ba ko so o man ni take advantage of it ni say Sika ya de call the Office of Special Prosecutor no. Si ye gu sa office na me force say ye ngu no na. Me force say ye ngu sa office no. Ye first can no em decouple the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. Ye chemienu a Ministry of Justice no enye ho no mo as a guard dog for the defense of justice in the country. Not age, you know, and taking the prosecutorial powers and that's 88 no so nye prosecutions for on behalf of the state. Said the Bayer age and in a Juma year, Ubetia Kuswache Minister of Justice. That Minister of Justice is also no to me a constitution in their mano. Now your mam radia mano, or no sweat me interventions are able to move for home. Bijudi yes recoveries are Attorney General's office no. Far better than the Office of Special Prosecutor. I am the bulletproof cast office in a womb a boom. Other than Sabrina because you see Yanka Gregoria Foku. Our remand custody for several years, getting to over 10 years now. Aden. And it's your Minister of Justice, Bijidi say ni bail conditions in the mano, or switch the Minister of Justice, Minister of Justice, Ebituana mo. But Attorney General Oboko do not say Minister of Justice, a better one justice in the bra or minor, HHR will be found who do so in this magnitude. Okay. How can criminal prosecution last for over 10 years, any panel lawful custody? How? Attorney General, the powers are aware in the filing of knowledge prosecution in the money. Meanwhile, no, Obiako we are body or no, indigenous or because only Obi on Yamani, only to you do on driving Lexus, on driving V8, you know, only a chairman. Obi driving at Manshim, I was staffers when you feel any idea in only the charge to so I told you about say drawn, knowledge prosecution, and it's any manner. See, the compose our office now, but you say Pepe Ebecoso, but it's here the compose our office here. Now you're Minister of Justice. Then you're Attorney General of the Republic, or no the United States prosecution, Justice Minister, so the answer about bottom before who buy Ama Pepeyo, Aye Juma. Now says he can Edema Office of Special Prosecutor, and Fasobia Masuya. One, Obum Rasu due process and Juma. Because how can you declare somebody a fugitive of justice? I brought in a lawyer for aiding Kitahon. fugitive of justice just any pan ohwehwe na wonhu no obo nsem kura won tenenka ohwehwe na yesi so the chrome ne bia chebi ukoche bia obi aso won tenenka wonhu no o friend the phone na switch off out of coverage na so bia friend kwa na drop it uko bia o suspect so obi na why you should all intelligence be so we should be all the tools are available to your disposal but unya no then you can go to court and get an order to declare the person a fugitive of justice. But when your team press conference or not in who court arrogating the powers of the court and declare will be a fugitive of justice. Why should that office stand?
You know, Mame no ase for coming. Sabi the empire. Mame no ase.
Me that's it.
What's all by? Minia, Mame Brown. Woman of choir or the baby or the best. We are now crowing your vinca. Mammy Tio cancer.
Yes, I'm say a back mechanic revocations, no.
Okay. Of appointments.
Appointments.
Okay.
I'm say high drink kakra. Yeah, because Ushe normal course for the past 7 weeks to 8 weeks now. Now I dare say Ghana for so a can't now the entire concern say Ushe the constitution Emran who quite say a fenipa. Ushe public services commission now. And no to say like HR department for the government. Into almost to me I saw their appointments, their promotions, to me their regulations, their supervisions. Into like HR department for the government. Into a buying pe beer or befaba na suye beer a family brain and I'm saquine also. Into we should be to say article 196 hona sa public commission hona mutu bi gina pa. Into na just statute enye parliament po na share na eye constitution ankasa na ama o mutumi say o mfanye adwuma na say previous government no akwa afa nipa due process of the law ne dey afa o mo e na o ye adwuma constitution so kan ba bia say after 7th no eni kwan say ufa nipa na say we policy decision na say take policy decision bia na che say emrato bia no ema honum as I say so ye nya ntia sen hu ama is being implemented krama aban otisui asake amanfo a meka say kra na ebi ofi a ebi di case na court na bramofa ni ntia kansa ne say uhwe CDD the case be court versus attorney general ema Supreme Court ka say any politically motivated removal say we sack will be a fee aban adwuma mu no unconstitutional. Into share article 191 now not just a confirm say any kwan say you victimize and say you be ko bi share and say you be obi adi and say you be to anamo bi a ye adwuma kwan so a be ha oni no not just say per constitutional provision any a judge for any court or mo nsemfo ani enseni na omadi no any constitution no enyina ekafa mu enti say enkwada 15,000 several more still coming amenya ntia say security agencies no kran so no ye be investigations wo mu na ye yi ne firi ho na okotena fi a there are a lot of effect I work on so one on one kasa no oboye moso on one kasa no nya rehemu onimu de tosumi no kakra obenya o de bebo ne bra no so no eno so ahwere no de tosumi enso sa akotena fie the problem ato ne mamre ne papa so de tosu na nkasa so no onya readily available job to do because adwuma na nkasa ni ho no.
Oh yeah, sure say aban e wo sika o de betua o sika asenka
and Americans ye beba ho no e budgeting issue. Budgeting issue ni say enipa na e fa no mo yesen. That's the question. Total amount I bet you no e yesen. Oma ya form na ye wo di no. Wo de the total wage bill ni de ye mfa nto nchen. Na oma ye wo di no ahe ni betua wo mo. Ye mfa se betua S amount a. S amount no ye ba be budget. By March 25th, I copy
binum so kra ka say na omo je clearance ansa na ye fa wo mo ti once a omo je clearance no success can wo
ti ade say it falls within the government budget constraints budget limits enti and the Ghana no key thing is the tax revenue and abandi tria salaries pa kakraka maybe interest costs and in your kakrakra. Now one thing is whether money is there no ya fa wo into government in so pe kwan a obefa na solution a me man say ye ba be budget ye nya ni ntie bi a yi levy ye be friend is saying emission tax ye be free betting tax na sa ne o man na o pese o rationalize and say yi free ho no say
at least in kempe kwan ye betumi afa so na ye be sustain no obi say na obi ban school fees the other na was say me ubeji me to so de kwa kotua obi so be ka say na o nisika de betua ne panika me misika na abeje di akotua ne kanti o haya yete no we sure say aban be catch say wo ma mayi o madi no me de to we say eba na me de atua sa kanti san afa wo ma
two things opa obetimi and behind the doors
okay
the policy open so de beba betudwa ni nyina na sa ban de o tumi o ye surveillance o ye mpensempese mu hwa amanfo adwene nti eno no de emu kamfa ne so na me reading na nsenkura me say less than 24 hours if it's a purported letter former vice president actual but one aspect na me ya pa ne say even directors crampo no ye tuom to sa directors so akwancherefo our more public service and so Michelle na medisa law we say by we share the Presidential Transition Act 2011 at 845 now section 14(3) mpacho for mu or say a public officer whose office is not specified in the schedule continues to hold office on the assumption of office by the present elected as president subject to the provisions of the Constitution and any other applicable enactment. Into the opportunity say Public Services Commission na foul Constitution for so emrafu for be labor law anyway say nyina for so apart from say shadows no their government appoint ministers deputy ministers near there no those people na say omo etnasia na omo ye omo djuma it is how bana utu omo so sa then it means say you are filed against the law enti na ye picking the legal implications no and article 296 we administrative body and also start to discretionary power so we used to say the beya ebe boa obi bia na unfa kwan foforo so u diatia we say
aban bra obrenye ono ana ebre because ankran bi nso ho no man ko betumi abie nwuma for example aban o so NDC aban wabai politicians are going to make money contract ni ade omo gigi awon hye dem hunu ba bia sika no efa o hunu adwuma omo de ebie o hunu de omo eye it's a few bi na bia na wa bibi kakra nom ne ade na aye cost we aban ni abre no ho enye wono a ne pe na nani abre no
who say Brian a bad business a one key thing nana a lawyer senior lawyer kasa no ka ye nyina yira kumbreko any other personnel also a bibi nyuma adwuma ya dia e ma o man nankasa no esipi esiginan na ne nti e kasa ne say country so ma develop no government machinery ne ekitwa bi e kakra bi dia ka ne private sector ena yenso ye private sector no ye ade ba kun say ye nsua de say owo talent no na onya sika kakra bi ofu say obetumi abi adwuma but enye sa esese wankasa no usua de wansua de say ope akrache for more expertise ena ebribia no nso no Ghana entrepreneurs no ebi ani ate enti onko fa akrache ni ani ate anase na adwuma bi pa no ofa de lantemu obetumi asisi no it from the point of the entrepreneur no your problem and so from the point of the employee na lawyer can so no hadwen one yafa no ofa akonya foforo so awie ade na especially more pharmaceutical sector say we dey drugstore na share nsa no na enuro na ekopa no na wakoto similar one it will beto anu aton no e de ama wo na ne masade no da so chef ho no enti eno so other aspect because say it me be enuma one it stimulates productivity ema adwuma ba oman no mu se adwuma ba oman no mu a ebema obi anya adwuma ye employment is created ena obi wa adwuma ye a one osore okọ adwuma two crime ne ade crime podo na dwen crime ye den eni so de etoso miensa no obenya ne salary de etoso nan aban benya taxes free no ho de etoso no onya ne salary na dwen mu do no otimi sie bia savings banks any financial institutions no omusika ne cost no
memo ato aso victimization we hwe no na ban for asesa even one more mo nyuma kra wo kro no ma onye the political person and now only the political party mono. Now for the near so now a person you go you man near the and the political parties and a mind penny for do my show man son. One more at TNT do my show man. You want a pen or more bread. Once again, the same question.
Obutia pa. Na I say I cyclical. We buy and udidini. It means the same. And I don't know can say see a new crop of leaders are you bet to sa politics of the old no atwachene. Na ye young crop of fufra dear a coach you no say basa as I say government will also cry ye buano na policy be or the abano a bet bo mina as I some opposition crack once them. Because so can once them now buano aha we are we and yes so ye say na ono do ti aban so na we opposition na wo man afutu sem no ohun say enye malicious enye adwemu kan bokan bi a o kantia no a next time no won so ba onintia o it takes two to tango
me da say Jesse akwaba boko dey
afimu as a yeshaba ko na me adom kakra
school ni ma koyi
ayogu so
okay
then so once I asha say dey be na me adom
do asha say dey be
amen
then komo be no
komo dey bebre
okay
ni titru ne as a young man, as a youth, and somebody who thinks about the future of the country. Now, your interest in amanyosemu akwan be fa so ne betimi atumpona emabunu nso etimi edi ye no. This week and the last week enoma etwa go no ha nti nsam ne de bebre wo ho ene nkomo eda pa so ye nyina ye die ene mabunu a ene Ghana fo a sebi brano nyina yesu se ndwuma no ho yenye ndwuma ma mabunu no na ene nyame aya adom na bi ma nya adwuma aban bi so aba mampenye yewura John Dramani Mahama se ono no ebehwe ama sankofo ni nyina ye yomadi afri adwuma mu sase we de chese me ankasa as an individual madwene ho a insisi so na megide ye pasa asoman no yentimi ntena ho emma sade we nkoso because a very reckless and bad precedent a saboni a yentimi ntena asema sasa we nya den enkoso adintia sina mofa bia menim se nkomo ye hyase no ya twe ahwefo ne atiefo adwene constitution said the refer no especially to shadows second shadow in terms of forms of oath swaya amampenimfo ye to abama omo a swai e de kire oman Ghana anitimamfo na sanoma no any constitution mo just for for cosmetic sakes and as decorations the solemn pledge that is the first official duty as a president dia wo ye no enti ayapam eno kura no ubusua yetimi gina so ye den etu ade so na o share presidential oath na first paragraph no at the latter part or say and that I dedicate myself to the service and the well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana and to do right to all manner of persons. To all manner of persons, so you swear a short constitution mu. Na dear naba, say abaya yamanu to me for 4 years from 2021 to 2024. And now 2025, yes. Sit January 2025. Na ya fanko for bimedumam as at February 2024. Ebum ya for medumam as at August 2024. Ebum ya for medumam as at September 2024. Na oma go through all statutory processes. Na omanya financial clearance, and I was very happy so about financial clearance because they are very important. Nurses for ne teacher for your so metina fee. When your financial clearance I am for wedumemu. Ade chere say esa ban hye no ho ene ne sikase no say enkofo 3,000 5,000 a ye do mo ba be 2 payroll so no
ye benya sika fi ha
e de twa mo ana ansa ne amakwan enti there have been a lot of processes akoso ansa ne ye fa sankofo we and I strongly believe say as of September kra na ye wura John Dramani Mahama ne NDC no mo launch o mo manifesto no mo ndim de na ewo mo and ya fa sanko for we mu na adwuma no enti eba ne sen e na wo ba aban mu na also because we are NDC leader and nti Ghana for to abamo as a president for the whole country na so because aban fofa aban na atwa mu no e fa nkofo adwuma mu nti no wo be yi safo ni na edia just it is so reckless and dangerous enti as a youth no I cannot sit down and I think say bread drew say sit be soro waka niema Ghana for to say the government that we find ourselves in no and the times that we find ourselves in
enya papa
pa na we are by now all the emotions you are driven by political exigencies now to take decisions at the expense of the national interests are very dangerous. Obekaya Yera John Dramani Mahama during his campaign I remember somewhere in November Ojagana for him kanye say oba ombe you obi edi he said it. So this is the time I see pinning to his own words. Say, are you dangerous? Nipano or your MPP ni, Nipano or your NDC ni, omunya ya Ghana for. Ufa Ghana as a man, you nipa me and sape and a woman. Your mom you're politically active, and no mom you're politically active. Or mom you're politically active, no, you're NDC and you're MPP for, and you're Dantemu for. A Dantemu for no panda doors won. Your mom ya so for, or mom ye school for, or mom chadie, or mom ye daddy for, or mom ye no mabe ben central for. Munana muda Dantemu. And to say ye ma enduma according to the constitution, no ye share. No. And even as a president, you take decisions in the interest of the country and the people without any form of discrimination. In terms of
why you say be a political party be man?
Yes. And one say because abano MPP abano and our first uncle for Nina no. Sebi MPP for. So we have an instance where Impo Obia or one national communication authority. Why year Juma for more than 5 years, I rise to the rank and file of a director because in the day the Osafoma Funtino and then your money termination letter. Wow. How can you run a country like this?
Yeah,
it's so unfortunate.
At least in Camon Pedesk, the crowd baby man Sabia.
So this precedent means that power and dim and castle, power be through Sao. Into Obia wa appointing no under NDC no under this government regime no can the next government also have the precedent and the basis and the grounds to terminate all appointment
it's not helpful.
It's not helpful. Na media ya me yakra mofa and ade say Ghana for ni mabuna and na mo hwe ye etie. You see in life you cannot reprobate and approbate. Una wo say obeye 24-hour economy. You busam se mun cheche mu say finally cheche mama de ban say mo be run a shift in government and public services.
Oh, of course, okuje to aka say. Yeah, passport office mo be running.
So the NDC led Mahama government na Ankasan who say onye straight onye principle. They don't know what they are even doing. They are so reckless in managing the affairs of the country to the extent that also our programmer ubenya nkofo bebramo ma yeden aba. Na afedi e wo bae no abeto so aban bia bona adwene ho e de no ma agu akwam atimi afa nkofo. And it wasn't only in 2024. In 2023 we were doing employment. 2022 we were doing employment. Over the years. And the Ghana for see na yehu. Yes abuan owu ani hu ne tenten. And then na amanfo be say na adwuma ni ho and na mabu ni adwuma and na job employment and na youth employment is high, unemployment is high. And then see na ni yehu no. Said not knowing the government was putting conscious and strategic measures down to employ people. Now, what is expected from you as an individual, as a government? All that you have to do is that also where you do madden, what create spaces, what the measures are banned, what me afa for now or muntimi nya adwuma now umbefa or mo adwuma now nyomadi. It is so wrong. It is so unprincipled. It is a 24-hour economy. You be see then why? And now say you want everything to come to you. Not because as a president, you know, when I be determined, Kofi Amakwaha, we kwaha, miminimu dia ya appointo.
Conclude, mame.
It is so unfortunate. And nothing and uye bebruna utie mi ayesi abato e won sunsan so. and who Susan Sunye. Now, ye can. Sinamofa, Ubekom Crano. Now, some of these people are there, or my victims are you or Medino Crano. Nebi and sorry, and Quanco Twaba. Nebi Mabusan for Crano, man who did and who Susan Sunye Wumui. So, when we are doing some things, we have to take a very important step. Na ya dwenu communion say about one Susan so. Yehu nipa ebenya didie wo mumu. Yehu nipa mo be place the interest of the country first. And so no ma ye bibia ya amanosem.
Me da ase Jesse. Me da ase pa. Kan say yanku anim. Free SHS ne reform year course we wo voter region or more findings na my but SFCB ne nam krom no ne ade. Ma yanhwe say bia wati bia.
Me share and read the reporting but ade ba ko a see a hwe educational sector no pa ne say who say for the past say 20 years 15-20 years no abia reforms kakra yes bia ba is it the best is it the way to go
even from 1992 ba nyina president Akufo ye bi president Mills buy or babe ye bi na do buy or no so ye bi this one
those are the questions personally na have me say and then ye hwehwe free educational sector no then ye hwehwe ni nyina da na but ye more a home drama NCP NCGina in terms can say you see educational system no too much read and write and now can so e bi mo anyiska no matimi abi enuma kakra bi mo anyiska un say ono na obi adwuma na ye dia wo no e na what discipline or what chese wo senior wo mu say wo ani bi anyiska ese metimi di bi adwuma but yemi sound say bebre na e ko school na e ko read and write no bebre na e ko school na e ko liberal arts ye ko ye my friends say humanities ni we say no and no ne aspect ese ye hwe ne reform educational sector no enye se ye reform no free HS see etuaka say and only there to me no it doesn't solve that particular problem na metie report we cry no what we need to do is say enkwala kra e hye from preschool creche eba KG eba nursery no we say no e se hye kire omo nsano adwuma Sani say no we need about 70% of the educational sector no technical skills here 30% administration baba Ghana hana administrative work is about 90% and technical skills na ebu adwuma edi adwuma ba etimidi engineering edi technology edi manufacturing expanding services no eno no de into otimi kabrofo no we say no otimi twiro mu a no waben uji pen nso free nsema otimi nya hwe bio enti yen hwe ehɔ no no say preschool any primary any secondary especially preschool no primary no yen no enti e bia hairdresser akola no o ye ni moto a friend is incompetence here nyina no osua hairdressing say carpenter or 5 years 6 years kura na ye kire ni carpenter say a mason na ye kire ni yen kire ni saa de no enwo ankora no mu enti obenya be 10-15 years no ono ankasa na entrepreneurship no e two things obo aye born no e wodi mu so bebi adwuma obi wo ho enini mu but all sua ne nature no enu tumi fo aso aha na saa o yenko consultative yenko eni de ye dada na ye recycle and no there to me no nothing better will come out of it to be honest with you unless say it na say yen sisa the structure
of the omokoye o nyini se bibi papa bia
o bibi betimi afiem efimu aba but emro so bebre say e de ensisa e besisa ma akwara ni wie school betimi create job e betimi because it's one thing say amaya akọ n'enum nyina no the caliber of the personnel are training no enti Germany for America for Australia for timem for nankasa no or ye competent enti so or ye car training near the free school the free classroom ema no ye training utimi ye car yes training near the ma no ye read and write aha chese utimi cambrofo utimi every year enti obewie ni secondary obewie ni tertiary no still I know this competency no enti what competency what skill and then ye de ma timemfo no hwani pa na kra no osua de kra osua de o emfa nse bia kokko ase ana se eden bia ho aye chese basa the environment itself nankasa no ontimi sorry me ye den replay ontimi e car ontimi e book ontimi create any other thing enti se ye educational reform de dia ye hwe sa technical skill no architecture manufacturing saying na nka your TV we say no about 24 hours no emu 30% na nkwala na ehwe se na ye ka engine se na ye digital platforms se na ye we say etibiri bia no na eno na run true na ese akwa consultative meeting na enyoma na yare cycle na report na be sa kan ne we account ne side we add by there offer and ye betene mu is not going to happen. And one thing I can want some here language or men bia offer obi language etuno hoso no e difficult say ombe
develop yeah
ti say Ghana ya G English not to went me and can there dia wabon ena English no so no un say if it's from linguistics into linguistics no your thematic areas linguistics no into your morphology into words no the structure of the words na nkasa no wo broni ni kasa na wo kan kra no untimi nkan te so no
dabi sanya kasa
ana wo fi a wo no so no efie no nya broni ni kasa na wo kan enti esese ye wo na usua o ma me kasa na okrom kasa no aha sa de no eye easy asene se second language
de dia na ma ye din se aso ma ye betumi a fa kasa ba ko se we na ye kasa
me ba pa ma ye yi kakra ma me kan ho asem na ye kan the morphology na the word structure no krampo no wo kra ne yemfa nse bia meka precondition pre no before ansana condition ade am de be ka ho saa ejichemu no kra no de ba utwi mu krampo na untimi nchiremu ye de etosumienu the lexicology and someone na say words ne kra ye ka ho asem no kra no se ye kan brofo a wonte ase yemfa nse bia usua ka anase usua de be se kofa piston anase bia friend say sivo anase bia manifold anase bia car engine ho ayi sa piston no eno no untanka ne bebre wo fie enti untanka no enchi adwen no friend mine be friend Noam Chomsky he's the father of modern linguistics na dia o kan say ade ye ni hu wiase pa ne say
ye na fesi mame
ye wo akwala na o ni mame nchen no otimi sua ne mame ne kasa easily sene say obi kra den kasa na sha na so okosua kasa foforo enti se akwala no esua sa kasa na esa se ono ankasa ne kasa enti no otiase ne wo hwe country bi say US Turkey Taiwan Mexico any those countries are Russia omo use omo natural language
developed countries no bia use ono kasa
because say your country me titwi na say obi kan brofo o kan brofo na o kan no and your cousin, you need extra mental strength to calibrate ade person oka say there be a umba or syntax name morphology name lexicology name semantics no umba but utwi na oka no nwe because e dey awo etu kan so kan tra enti ebre say we country na anka be yen tentem ne e kire wade a wo behu no say the brofo no ka fe na adwen ne bedwene
e dey na ma ye ntimi emfa kasa ba ko say ye kasa ne ye nyina ye nsom ne enka
the Mr. Jesse say Ghana Hano. The account for that matter tree is pervasive. You see, let's call a spade a spade.
A dear name my into me fa kasaba ko say kasa ni.
Politics now.
Okay. Am I yourself?
Politics. And no sooner just say a kuntia country no. Because young fan say 1998 me call the friends and wa na ye we na ye kwa pen crabre and you rub baby say a quack fufu ato oh brother then just say chia mama ne kind 1998 I was shocked. I was listening to the diction you know and neno send your bekano no it means that the language is pervasive everywhere. I see a study a codify no na senior semantics meaning in class here lexicology words I be used to a friend is saying syntax who construct sentences ebia kofi ko suku untimi ka say suku ko kofi sa ne o ma no say ye wan kasa wakasa usua easy sine say okwa obi dia because okwa obi dia enye audience you need additional mental strength to configure it ya hwe sa ne ma we ya offer ya research na be consultative meeting
Jerry wa UK he says NDC is setting a dangerous precedent for our country Ghana. So if you are a government appointee, your son or daughter no need to work in Ghana, he asks, where is their 24-hour economy they promised Ghanaians? Was it just a campaign slogan? This is pathetic. And omu eyin krofwedi. Master P that say ode bray Jesse.
Onya.
Yeah,
Na oka education forum no.
yes.
Na omaya na.
Omaya wienra.
Omu wienra.
Yes.
Eno na the I think Christian Council.
Yes.
And the Catholic
Bishop Conference.
Bishop Conference no SCA you omu free.
Yeah, almost here you almost free.
Na but I am very serious so. So the clergy was and then the Christendom was ousted from this engagement.
Yeah, so yeah, 5 years that.
71% of the population.
Yes, and then apart from even the general population, you know, and their component, you know, when it comes to education in this country, the development of education, proper educational institutions, and then training, the church has been the pivotal factor. And it is very strange, very, very strange. When I realized and saw the news yesterday, now the Christendom no come with the leadership of the clergy come say young foreman can I was so down. But about 2 way.
What was the reason?
We don't know.
Yeah,
But me the only requirement some many politics are.
Don't you think say be or more institutions say schools no? Or more reps or more so bigger unions which is Nagrat nomne ade ntino say Nagrat to mo represent to institutions hold on.
Amofa ekromo has say and now we busa question about language yeah nyatwom.
Okay.
Nyatwom anya politics so the politician is a reflection of the true nature of a Ghanaian. Ghana fu ye nyatwom enu nti na yentimi nka no krenka say bia language we na beboa ye. In the same vein, we know that Nagrat, all these pressure groups, interest groups have been politicized.
Yeah.
And you know, owners of schools every day be no precept for Methodists for Presbyterians for directly no has no any school administration I reported to them. They contribute. Catholic for schools they give direct supervision when it comes to the secondary schools, which is one of the main branches of our educational system. It is owned and managed directly by the clergy or the churches. And the Nagrat in the pressure groups, yeah, they have been politicized and they do things at their whims and caprices as and when it favors them. No, and nothing they do it is not true. No. It is in a bad faith. It's not in good faith at all. I know maybe we are looking at the person who's in charge of the Ministry of Education and where his me I don't do those things. But when decisions like this and steps like this are taken, and now making some dangerous inferences, say because you belong to some section, into no that religious aspect, you know, and be play around, and it is dangerous. Anyways, about what so, but I am very interested in this issue. And this no policy. You see, now I was thinking, sir.
I have a few minutes, man.
Now I was thinking, sir. At the end of the day, no combat the policy, but was say educational policy, very detailed and thorough assessment of our educational system. Who these lapses into stakeholders, mombra, na sanoma. Now, for the ideas, the convert, you change TVET into convert. You made it a commission. We also brought STEM, and it fits into what you are saying. Say a bread ruse ese and mebrunu enyansanu juma. In this country, what is so crying as a problem, and they say, and if a POP, carpentry works are. And yet true Ghanaians
from the voter region.
Even from the voter from Togo, any Nigeria from the POP, our Ghana I say. A Tunya University graduate, not also on year Juma, or Chancellor Bambeman Juma, not 2 years on Timin Fan and Sat and Yer Juma, now who are ding and Yer Juma, Oriana Bumbabu, or Peso Quabruchere, yet Ukwa Bruchera. Send you we are Ghana now, manful take opportunity and make no and do be now quack. And to be a Togolese, or Baba Ghana, or Baba Year 2 weeks, no, not 25,000, no, the Konu Krum. Nigeria, no, only 25,000 Ghana cedis. Eko Kruma, you are a rich person for any period that you spend that money. But not Ghana near university. No, what you say, aban man adwumanti adwumani wo man mu eno tina MPP aban focus more on training people to have experiences and knowledge and skills in your friends at Thailand, POP, upholstery, when, and that should be the focus of our education.
Yes, that should be the focus.
Free SHS. And people are saying that maybe it is a target. And we are yet to get the report from them. We don't know what the government position on free SHS is. But as it stands now, how are the way running free SHS? HSA, we are heading to a very dangerous path, because last month, the government has to assemble headmasters, GS for national security, for normal core, national buffer placements, the BNB and San Yetima Kwakunyan Jani, the Abuse schools. And the government is saying, so Obama headmasters for Sika. You see, and all these policies and measures, are cake. Because at the end of the day, uko just no money be no over anything. But we have national installments, and I say institutions are yamo mandates or mundiji in yane enguho debia da uko mwa ubenya. We have certified suppliers are omuwe send mana debia no mode normal eba market, so you cannot bypass them. So we are yet to wait for the outcome of the forum, but share the approach. Any key stakeholders be a I am not expecting anything better from it, especially when the NDC as a political party and their government do not really have any position when it comes to education and what they intend doing. My last point, Mr. To the party, Amofa. My father also said, Brebia Ebenya Biano, I see a Kai party MPP.
1 minute.
Say yes, you were said yes, you beji Ghana for. And Yabanesa. But it is a period that Ghana for difference in a woman. Going to court, I've seen some national organizers, national executives, national executive of the party, person who didn't call for any court because you're in for. It is a good thing. Testing the law is good. Using the law to serve the rights and liberties of people is right. It's good. It must be commendable. It must be commended. But at the end of the day, that is not the job of the national executives. This is the time they have to come down and mobilize Ghanaians and paint a true picture of what is happening to Ghanaians. From Court to the obey 7 years for now. And indeed, sure national executives these issues no border on persons' right. So Article 33 give them the course of action for them to champion it themselves. Get legal advice. No more party executives, national executives, more back down. No more Ghana for a bad dim come my tin woman biase the way a ban we air norma. Then in the bit me so I'm a Ghana for any deal with you.
Jesse, thanks for coming.
That's a
penifo mi and number boama media no course. Yana production team ni nyina nso ase ye bre no ekọ medin e de ya amofa boachi ene ya wada nyame ya adoma o chana no pa fiada ebehia ekra.